Hello friends, it's me Mahrose Technology Wali. So today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from the United States. He is passionate content creator and inspiring mentor for upcoming business minds and someone who is making waves in both the health and entrepreneur worlds. He worked at Cause Health, a company focused on improving healthcare access and affordability. Not only that, he also runs a popular podcast on Instagram, and he has also YouTube channel name is Undiscovered Entrepreneur channel. So uh, now we welcome sir. How are you, sir?
Fantastic. Thank you very much for having me on your program. I'm really excited to be a part of this, and thank you for the wonderful introduction.
Thank you so much, sir, that you give your precious time. And now we are doing podcast. So I hope that inshallah our podcast will be so interesting and you will enjoy our podcast. So my first question is that can you share a bit about your journey? What led you to work at Cause Health and start your own podcast and undiscover entrepreneur YouTube channel?
So my job at the hospital is not too flashy. It's very simple. I just basically I pick up the trash around, so it's not that great. But I do use it as a tool to be able to expand my mind because I listen to books and podcasts as I'm picking up the trash, and nobody wants to bother the trash guy, so I never get bothered. So I'm always self-educating myself while I'm doing that. So I actually, even though it's a job that picks up trash, I still count it as a blessing because it gives me an opportunity to self-educate myself throughout the day. So I'm basically listening to podcasts and books for 8 hours every single day. So it really gives me a great opportunity. And it's learning through that self-education is what brought me to getting put together my podcast and my YouTube channel. It taught me how to start a YouTube channel and be able to put it together for not just me, but for anybody else who wants to learn about starting an entrepreneur adventure and what the first steps are. Because that's what I specialize in, is getting across the start line. Oh, I think we lost her. Well, just in case you're listening to this and she's gone, I'm not sure if it's me or it's her, but we all have the capability of starting anything really when it comes to our entrepreneur adventure and how we could possibly get things rolling as long as we can. Yeah, it was her. As long as we can actually do something to get started. For example, like me, even though I was a trash guy, I still was able to start something amazing for myself and to learn how to do different types of parts of my business just by listening to books and the times I was working. And I'm very happy I was actually able to do that. The people that I work with are very supportive about what I do, so they allow me to be able to listen to my podcasts and my books as time goes on. And now now I've been podcasting, and my YouTube channel's been around for about a year, but I've been podcasting for about 3 years. But in that time, I've learned so much from so many different genres of people from different walks of life. Here I'm talking to somebody from Pakistan all the way from the US. And it's definitely been amazing. It's been an amazing journey for me as I go along in my entrepreneur adventure to be able to talk to some amazing people. It looks like she's coming back now. Hello. I
Yeah.
try to keep everybody busy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, you're
Yeah.
so good at how you engage the audience. Actually, we got the problem of outage. That's why, but we come back. But I can see that you have the part that how you can engage and you don't leave the stage. So you said it every day. You read books and listen podcasts. So which type of books you read daily?
So it's different types of books. I like reading anything about how to start businesses. I like to listen to books about leadership and how to be a good leader when it comes to leading a team. I like to learn about different types of businesses that are out there to keep my brain kind of expanded. So when I talk to somebody in a particular type of business, I'm able to talk with them in their own language, because that's very important to be able to talk to somebody in their own kind of jargon so they can relate to you a lot better. So, just keeping yourself educated in what you're doing and how you're going to get there. Not so much as where you are now, but the things that you need to learn now to get to the next level. Things like that is what I really like to listen to and read.
Okay, so who is your favorite podcaster? You listen every day, or mostly you love to watch the podcast?
So, my favorite podcaster, his name is Pat Flynn. He's been a podcaster for about 16 years. He's written several books. And I had the honor to have him on my podcast a couple of weeks ago. He actually puts out a podcast every week. He has a team of about 20 or 30 people that work with him. He also runs a YouTube Shorts and a YouTube channel called Deep Pocket Monster. So not only does he talk about business, but he actually shows you that the stuff that he's putting out there actually works. So it's really important to do your research on the people that you want to inspire you. Because if it's just somebody that's like a flash in the pan, only been doing it for a short while, sometimes it's not that great. But if they inspire you and they keep you moving forward like he does for me, then it's definitely somebody that you want to follow.
Oh wow, that's great. You have also did podcast with your favorite podcaster. It's so amazing. So how was your podcast with him and how you encourage him to do podcast with you?
So he's put out here's a little tip, y'all. Try that again. So he just finished writing a book called Lean Learning, and it's going to be coming out here in about a week. But during about a month or so time, he's promoting his book. So if you find somebody that's promoting something in a certain amount of time that's going to be released, and they're going to want to get their word out there that, hey, I'm releasing this new product, this new thing. So they're more likely to come onto your podcast or whatever it is that you're doing because they want to get their word out there. And that's how I got him on my podcast. I've been listening to him for over 3 years, waiting for the right opportunity to be able to do to say, hey, come on my podcast and promote whatever. And if the planets finally aligned and everything looked good, so he decided to be on my podcast. So it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's very amazing that today I'm also doing podcasts with podcasters. So what inspired you to support new entrepreneurs through your platform?
So the reason I talk to new entrepreneurs is because I still am a new entrepreneur myself. And I think the best way we can learn about where we are right now is to learn from other people that are experiencing the same things that you're experiencing now. The different types of things and emotions that we all feel, imposter syndrome, perfectionism, failure, and fear, are the four top ones that I talk about in my podcast. And I find that a lot of new entrepreneurs all experience these same four things. So these are the four things that I talk about in my podcast, and different ways to be able to overcome these emotions so we can get across the start line, so we can get things started, so we can get our foot in the door, whatever it is that we have to do to get going, because that's the most important thing, because without start there's no finish.
Okay, so if guys you are beginner and you will also be an entrepreneur, so you can watch the YouTube channel of Sir. The YouTube channel name is Undiscover Entrepreneur channel. You can watch them and you can it's for like a beginner, so you can learn so many things. So sir, what kind of stories or startups do you look for when featuring new entrepreneurs on your channel?
So when I look for a guest, it's not so much as what they're actually doing, but the story they have behind why they started and how they started. I have quite a variety of different types of businesses. I have a beekeeper. I have a person that does hypnotism. He does hypnotism to help people. I have entrepreneurs. I have people that write books. The vast variety of different types of businesses are there. But the thing about it most is, even though they have all different types of businesses, they all experience something similar in everything that they do. So they're still going through the same kind of emotions and feelings you are, even though it's a different type of business. And it all seems to kind of come around imposter syndrome, perfectionism, failure, and fear. So we all have the same subject that we're able to talk about, even though we are all coming from different types of businesses. I'm a coach. I'm a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber. But I talk to the beekeeper, and he has the same feelings that I do about him getting started. So it's not so much as the different types of businesses is the emotions and the steps that we need to take to get started is what I talk about most.
Amazing, sir. You are multi-talented and doing so many works. So mostly do podcasts means like online or face to face. Also, you do.
Mostly face to face. I do mostly interviews. I have done a couple solos, but I'm not very good at them. Uh, it is a work in process. I am learning how to do solos, but I get very nervous because the way I was raised and the way I do, I always got to have people around me. I'm just a people person. I like being around different people, but when I'm by myself, for some reason, I don't know why, I kind of clam up and I go like this. And I just don't want to talk about anything, do anything because I'm by myself. It sounds kind of weird. So one of the goals I have for myself, specifically for this year, is number one, to get a few more solo episodes out and get those repetitions going, but also talk on a few more stages. I have been on a couple of stages to talk about the four hurdles of stop and how they affect us. And as time goes on, I want to be able to tell more people, larger audiences, about the four hurdles of stop and how we can overcome them as entrepreneurs. So that's definitely a goal I have for myself.
Okay, so it's amazing. I also do podcast face to face, but now when I do with those people who are so far, like in another country like you, so I do on StreamYard. Mostly, I do podcasts in Urdu who can speak, means like a Pakistani or from Indian, but who like you from American and another country, so I do in English. So my another question is that, sir, have you ever featured or thought of featuring entrepreneurs from countries like Pakistan or other part of South Asia?
Believe it or not, I have talked to an entrepreneur in Pakistan one other time. He was in the medical field and he uses AI to be able to predict the future 10, 20 years of how your physical well-being will be. It was really just when AI was starting to go out, so I can only imagine what's happening now with him. But it was amazing to be able to not only talk to somebody from another country like I'm talking to you right now, but to see the progression that he's had, even though he's from Pakistan. I mean, Pakistan comes up with some great things, and I'm seeing that more and more often now. I also talk to people in the UK. I mean, I've talked to people pretty much all over the world. I have a friend in Nepal that I talk to quite frequently. And I love being able to just expand myself out to other countries now with the capability of Zoom and everything else that we use to be able to talk to other people around the world. So, but yeah, it's amazing to be able to do that, especially with you.
Okay, wow, that's great. So, how was your experience when you teach a student, medical student from Pakistan?
He was very knowledgeable. He knew exactly what he was doing. He definitely had the degrees behind him to be able to do what he was doing. Had a great personality. Laughed at all my jokes. Of course, that's important, you know. But he really educated a lot of people about how he got to where he was going and why he's doing what he's doing and how it was in his zone of genius to be able to do what he was trying to accomplish. And I think he actually was my first person in Pakistan I've ever talked to. Now it's been about a year and a half, 2 years since I talked to him last. So, but it was amazing to be able to have a conversation with him about what he loves to do in his business.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, like you are coach, so you talk with face to face with them. You engage your time like how now we are doing.
So I didn't quite catch the question in there. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm saying that you are coach, and as you said, I also coach from Pakistan. So it's like your solo conversation with them, like how now we are doing. You see their problems and solve them and teach them, or you just take classes with many more students.
So what I do as a coach, when I'm coaching somebody, the first thing I do is talk about how to find our zone of genius. It's very important to know what your zone of genius is and how to find it and how to help other people while you're in your zone of genius and working in your zone of genius. So I'll give you a quick rundown. Your zone of genius is anything that you love to do so much that you do it for free. Like you don't care if you get paid to doing, like getting paid for it is like a bonus. So if it's something that you love to do, like in your spare time, it's all you can talk about. It's something you love so much. And then we think about, now that we know what our zone of genius is, how do we help other people with our zone of genius? So my zone of genius usually is being able to talk to people and understand what their emotions are, understand how to help them find their zone of genius, and then construct something for them to use that zone of genius to help them to get whatever it is they help other people. And when you tend to help other people with that zone of genius, they tend to want to help you back. So that's why it's, even for me, I don't get paid to doing this at all. I don't make any money doing this. I do this because I love doing it so much that I don't care if I get money for it. I care more about
Oh,
helping as many people as I can.
oh wow, means you don't charge any money from someone and you just help them for like a humanity.
Basically, yes. And then if they feel I have a product or something that I have to offer them that say, hey, yes, I will pay you for this. Okay, I'll gladly accept it because, I need to keep things going. But I mean, when it comes to right down to it, especially at first, because new entrepreneurs don't usually have a lot of money. I know I'm one of them. But
Yeah, right. You also understand people and about their like financially, so then you teach them and support them.
right. And then they go out and help other people and have the same experience as me. And people want their help with their zone of genius. And usually, more than times than not, they'll pay you for it. So that's kind of how that works. There's other parts to that too, but that's definitely the first part. And that's probably the most important part, is to know what your zone of genius is and how to work in it.
Oh wow, that's great. May God bless you and give you reward not just in this world but hereafter too. And you get success, your all dreams come true because how you are helping people not just in USA but whole the other world. So, what difference do you see between the startup ecosystem in America and what you observe or heard about Pakistan?
Hmm. Interesting question. Um, I think that we're pretty equal, to be honest with you. It's pretty much only a language barrier more than anything else, but Pakistan has great people coming out of it, especially uh, like you're so young being doing this, and I'm so happy to see young people get on this and learn about it so early. I only wish I had this kind of technology when I was your age to be able to talk to people like this. I was still writing on a piece of paper and sending it in the mail and hope it gets there, let alone being able to talk to somebody in Pakistan face to face. So, being able to get your mind around something like this now, it can only benefit you, and as you get older, because it's going to be easier for you to talk to people like this, because this is basically the future. This is the way we're going to talk to each other around the world. So you being so young but being able to do this tells me a lot about Pakistan and how they treat the future.
Yeah, I'm so young for this, but I'm learning because from since my childhood, I have wished to be a public speaker, and now alhamdulillah I am, and now I am learning also in technology field. I have also my YouTube channel. Its name is supersitaray. I also post my podcast and another activities, like when I go to any TV channel as a guest or delivering speech and a presentation. So I also post these type of videos. So I'm very happy also to do podcasts with you. And like you, sir, there are many people who appreciate me and agree with me to do podcasts, and which really helps me to encourage myself and get more confidence. So my next question is that, sir, how can entrepreneurs in Pakistan learn from the startup culture in the USA?
The beautiful thing about all that is they can learn the exact same way I did. Just go out there and listen to podcasts, find things that you love to do. Um, Watch YouTube channel, watch your YouTube channel, watch my YouTube channel, learn from different ways and see what fits you best. And just constantly educate yourself about what you need to know now. Not so much as knowing everything, because if you try to learn everything all at once, it's just going to get all jumbled up in your head and it's just going to be a mess. Learn about what you need right now at this particular moment and then go from there. That's going to be the most important thing. But we can do that anywhere now. It's not like before where you had to go to an encyclopedia, which is a large book that just has a bunch of words on it that makes your head hurt after reading it for 5 minutes. We have so many different, just an abundance of information now that we can get from anywhere, no matter where you're sitting in this world right now. In Pakistan, in the UK, and Australia, it doesn't matter where you're standing. You have an opportunity to learn from other people in many, many different ways.
You said right, said that when we do work which we really love to do, and when it's like our work or job, our passion, so it's so amazing, and we really enjoy our life. Like you love to read books and watching podcasts and doing podcasts, and now you're doing this work. So you are so happy, and you never ever get tired because you do what you love to do. So I guess this is the best life. And you know that, like, lucky people in the world, what they love to do is their job or their work to do. So sir, do you think collaborations between young entrepreneurs from Pakistan and the USA can lead to powerful innovations?
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be from Pakistan. It could be from anywhere. But I mean, it's awesome to be able to talk to you for sure in Pakistan. But I have a really kind of a soft spot in my heart to be able to talk to young people and help them learn where they are, what they, and what they feel and how they can overcome obstacles that come across in our lifetime. Because if you have those tools now, as you get older, they're all going to become sharper and sharper. The sooner you start, the better off that you're going to be. So being able to teach that to young people is just be amazing to me. It makes my heart feel good because I know that I made a difference in somebody's life, even in a young life. So I enjoy that opportunity at any time that I can.
Because like whenever we do something and learn and then we work on it and we get our success and goal, then we are happy. But I have observed when we teach other and we tell anything about them, and when they work on it and they get success, this happiness is like a something else that which really make us happy, that see, just cause of me one person gets success and he or she is able to achieve his or her goal. So some people, they just sacrifice and doing these all of things for others in their life. And so of course God is giving them reward, and inshallah you will also get reward. So now I want to say that for my audience who wants to be an entrepreneur and they don't know about something, you can watch the YouTube channel of sir, and I also mention in description the name of channel and link, so you can go there and learn them. And if you don't know something, so sir said I can teach you face to face, tell you about and clear your problems without payment. So I guess this is the best opportunity for you to learn from sir. So thank you so much, so that today you give your precious time, and my audience will be so good and amazing to talk with you and get classes from you.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity to be able to talk to your audience. And I have high hopes for you. You could speak very well, and I really enjoy being able to talk to you.
Thank you so much, sir. I also enjoy to do podcasts with you and learning so many things from a good podcaster. So thank you once again. Thank you so much, friends, to listening us very carefully. Bye bye.